Music theory makes up a big part of the music curriculum in high school and is often one of the most stressful parts of music for students. A goal of ours is to take one of the most daunting elements of music theory and make it easier and more accessible for high school students. This element is music composition with written notation. We have used the Grade 9 Ontario music curriculum as a basis for what the possible learning goals are for music composition. Learning goal A2.3 is to apply the elements of music and related concepts appropriately when composing and/or arranging simple pieces of music. This could be writing a 4-bar rhythm pattern that could be used for another composition, or writing a simple melody with a harmony over top. Similarly, goal A3.2 is to apply compositional techniques when composing and/or arranging simple pieces of music. Lastly, and most importantly, learning goal A3.3 is to use current technology when practicing, performing, composing, and/or arranging music. So this could be students using technology to record a performance or composition for self-assessment or performance for evaluation.
The main concern that we wanted to tackle is the fact that many students don't know how to play instruments, especially those in a vocal stream, or are unable to bring their instruments home. This adds an extra challenge to the already difficult task of composing music. To address this problem, we have found a free program for the computer called MUSE SCORE. Assuming all students have access to a computer, this program is very accessible for music students working at home. This program gives the advantage to all students because they do not need to physically know how to play an instrument to be able to compose with it.
So, unlike writing music in medieval times or truly most of history, you can make mistakes in this program and in your music without it being permanent, of course, and you can easily change the parts of your score that didn't sound the way that you wanted to. So, for example, here I just have the quarter notes selected. I'm going to be inputting some quarter notes into the bars here. And say, for example, if I didn't like that placement of this note here, the F, the A, I can simply just go to my top left corner and just hit undo, and it goes back to that rest that's highlighted right there. So another added bonus of this program is that it's going to be able to help students see and hear the differences between the notes on the screen, and as well as their ear training, as it allows the sound of the notation to be more tangible for students with very limited knowledge of music theory. So very simple here. If I input that rest and I just continue on to the next bar, it's going to keep that rest there for me because it knows that timing is in there. If I change up my notes to an eighth note here and I input some A's, again, just doing very basic stuff with this program. Let's put some rests in there and end the song off, first 4 bars with some half notes, right? So the biggest draw to this program is that it is truly user-friendly for all learners and creators and doesn't limit you at all when you're creating a composition.
On the other hand, if a student wants to challenge themselves and make their composition more elaborate and complex, they can absolutely do this. You can use different clefs and time signatures, adding to the intricacy of the composition, or even create a complete SATB score for a choir if that's what the student is most excited about doing. You can see an example of this right here.
Okay, so here I have a quick example of a soprano, alto, tenor, bass, choral, ensemble sheet of music. I've inputted the first couple of bars here, and we're just going to see what it sounds like once you get a little more advanced into this program. Of course, I have no prior experience of creating this kind of music, but let's just listen to it for fun.
MUSE SCORE truly has endless possibilities when it comes to uses for teaching music theory and composition. It's exceedingly more user-friendly than some of the leading technology out there that is used for teaching and creating composition. We feel this program has the potential to address all the learning goals for composition in the Grade 9 curriculum and is a great solution when it comes to making composition more accessible for students taking music all throughout high school.